Oh hey, how's it going? This is a different kind of video because this has been a long time in the making. But we're gonna build a PC. Now, for a long time, every single video that I've edited, I've edited on the. It's like an old laptop. I think it's like called an HP Pavilion that I got way back in like 2014, I want to say, and it's just been not fun. Like, it would freeze up a lot. Like, the editor, like, I had to basically edit based on audio rather than visuals because it would just go like frame by frame. So I've decided to put the parts together, or get the parts, and build my own PC. Now this PC, according to James has been a big help to me, and shout out to my homie Isaiah that I used to dorm with at UCR. He's the one that sent me the links to the videos to get me started, so if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't know where to even start. So I started getting all the parts. James has actually been helping me with, like, you know, what kind of parts to get for the build that I'm doing. And apparently mine is a really high-end one. I'm just gonna say this, I have no knowledge of building PCs, and I still don't know every single, like, detail about the different parts. I just know that those are the parts I need, and I'm gonna build it. So, yeah. And I have my partner in crime here.
Yeah.
To help me out in anything that I need.
Yeah.
Right?
I don't know about that.
Right, Nick? Right? Just say yes.
Maybe.
I'll take it. The first thing that you're gonna need when building a PC, obviously, is the motherboard. This one is the... What is this called? The ROG Strix. This is the B550. This is the gaming motherboard. Like I said, I don't know the specifics, but here we go. All right, we got some cables. Where did these go?
I have no idea, buddy.
That we'll look into that. We'll look into that. Oh, they come with zip ties. All right, so let's take this out of the container. Wow, this is intimidating. I have the thing on the microphone. All you're going to hear is... I'm sorry. I have my mic right there. Alright, wow, this is really intimidating. Alright. Well, what is that? Is that a battery? That is a battery. Alright. Alright, so we have the motherboard here. Right? So now, I'm going to read the user guide, which you should always do. What is this back here? Okay. So the next part is going to be to add the processor, and the processor that I got is this one. This one is the Ryzen 9. I don't know much about processors. I just know that this one's the top of the line one, and it's a good one. Okay, so Nicholas needed to go and blow his nose, so we're going to basically get this started. So, ooh, nice, and there it is. And there it is. Ryzen 9. Whew. My god. Oh wow, it really is. They just added this fucking big ass block. If you're like me, you don't know what to do. So there is basically a little latch right here where the processor goes. You basically push it out a little bit and lift it up. So that way it's pointed up like that. And what you're supposed to do is there's a small triangle in one of the corners here, right? And on this, I'm not going to take it out yet, but on this, one of these, it's very tiny, but one of them has a very small gold triangle. You need to line that gold triangle up with the triangle that's right there on your motherboard. And also, it is very important that you are careful with this and not to touch the bottom of the processor. Whew. Best here. And he said do not push it down, but let it fall into place like that. Alright, don't push it down. I almost push it down. And then you basically just lock it back into place by pushing the thing down and latching it there. And voila! The processor is now in the motherboard. Alright, so the next thing that we got is the RAM. This one is the Vengeance RGB Pro. This is a 32 gigabytes, so it's 2 sticks of 16 gigabyte RAMs. So basically they go in this little section right here on the side right next to the processor. So what you got to do is you got to pull these back right here. Oh, never mind, just this one. And so what you do here is you make sure the logo is facing outward. And so since I have 2 of them, you need to put it in the last slot, leave this slot open, and then the second to last slot, because it makes room for the cooling systems. I don't think mines will be needing that, but you know, I'm still gonna do it. So you basically push down until you hear a click. There we go. So then, gotta unlock it. So you put this right here, this right here. Basically push down. There we go. Now the RAM is inside the motherboard, right? So the RAM is officially in the motherboard. So we got 2 out of the multiple steps done. But, alright, moving on to the next step, which I don't know what it is, but Mike, just cut it. Boom, probably shouldn't have flipped that, but check it out. Alright, this is the Samsung 970 EVO Plus. This is the SSD. I got a 2TB one because I already know, after editing for so long, there's so much memory that I'm gonna have, like with both pictures and videos and stuff like that, so I want as much memory as I possibly can. But yeah, so basically we're going to just install this. You gotta take a Phillips screwdriver, and so basically, hold on, let me just grab this right here. So basically, there are 2 places where you could put these, because you could have 2 of them in the same motherboard. There's this one right here and this one on the bottom. I'm gonna put mine on the bottom. So in the screw pack, I probably should have said this. In the screw pack that they give you, the big bolt looking one, you basically grab one of those into the adapter and you kind of like just twist it inward. So then that way, when you get your SSD right here, put this in as so, like so. Also, if you could get a magnetic screwdriver, that'd be great, because there's a lot of small pieces. So after you were done with that, you gotta grab the cover for it, put it back over here. There we go. There we go. Screwdriver, please. So you want to make sure when you're screwing, just so you know, you don't want to like tighten the one side up all the way and then try and tighten the other, because it's just gonna be uneven. That's also another thing my dad taught me. Thanks, Dad. And with that, the SSD is now installed. Basically, the tutorial that I was watching got to this part. This part is the power bank. The power supply that I got is the RM850X because I needed to, you know, basically power the build that I'm doing. But in the tutorial that I saw, basically the guy said, oh yeah, I saw a tutorial to connect the cables, and then that's it. That's all he said. So we're basically gonna have to figure this part out together. Also, by the way, I don't know if you can see it, you probably can, but this is my case. I took off the front and back panel already, but this is my case. This is the NXT H510 case. I got the black one because the white one costs more at Best Buy, so yeah. Important information. Oh my god. There's so many. There's so many wires. Oh wow. Okay. Well. Okay. I have looked through so many tutorials on this, because the tutorial that I saw before just said that he looked at tutorials and he moved on to the next step without saying it. So I'm gonna explain this the best way that I can. So there's a bunch of cables here, like that come with the 850X. There's a bunch of cables. Half of the shit you ain't even gonna need, bro. Okay, so basically what you want to do is so there's this one, right? This one is the, I think this one's the, what was it called? Anyway, this is the one that has 24. It's kind of splits into two. One of them has like 5 or so, and then it's the big one, the really big one. So for the RX 850, what you gotta do is so on the top, you can see right here, you plug the little one on this side and the big one on that side, right? So that is for the main one. There is 2 CPU cables that it has. They'll be labeled on the side CPU. You put those, at least how I did it, both of them on the bottom right corner, just right next to each other. So then it's convenient. They're right there next to each other. And then, as far as I know, there is only one of the PCI cables that you use. This one goes to the graphics card, I believe. That one I put in the right below, right next to the CPU ones. So if you want to see, I know it's like the top, but this would be the bottom right. And then I only connected one of the peripheral. Is that what it is? Yeah, the peripheral and SATA. That one I only plugged one in the top left corner, because that's what they said in the tutorial. All right. I don't know if I'm doing this right. I don't know what I'm doing, but that's what we're gonna go with. Okay. So you're gonna grab your case, right? And it's gonna have this little dust collector thing. How did they make it seem so simple? So this is basically this right here is basically like a dust panel. It captures all the dust. That's gonna be in the bottom right there. Slap it in. Good luck, you know? Grab your power supply. Make sure that the fan is facing downward. So the logo that's gonna be facing you is gonna be facing the wrong way to you, but on the other side, it'll be fine. Building a PC is hard, guys. It's hard when you don't know what to do. I mean, it's fun. Don't get me wrong. It's fun getting all the parts, putting everything together, everything like slowly coming together. But like once you get to the specifics, if you don't know what the fuck you're doing, whoo boy, it gets hard. So apparently you just line it up however you can. I guess the cable alignment and where they go will come later, I hope. Once again, I have no idea what I'm doing, but you know what? That's fine. Everything's fine. So, in the bag that comes with your power supply, there is a bag of little screws. There's 4 screws, and it even says 4 PSU, power supply unit. He recommends when you do install it, let me... I lost the screw. No. Okay, so you're basically gonna wanna line up the thing. That's what he said. But also he doesn't take into account the damn cables. Okay. It's all about the experience, right? It's all about it's not about the destination. It's all about the journey. Okay, I don't know when it cut off, but because my camera cut off, but I have all 4 screws completely, so my power supply is done. It is done. We're good to go. On to the next one. Okay, so the next part is I'm going to install the cooler, the fan, onto the motherboard, and also onto the thing. You'll see. So this is, before I get into it, this is the NZXT Kraken 53. This is both kind of a hybrid of both regular fans and liquid cooling. That's about all I know about it. But yeah, you know what? We're just gonna, just like the cables, we're gonna go with it. So we got our motherboard back into play, right? Let me have it angled so then you guys get a little bit of all this action right here. Okay, so basically, what it is you're going to take these off that are on the side of the. Can you not? Okay, you just gotta apply a little pressure. That's all. Just gotta apply a little pressure. So you take these off, and I don't think they're coming back on, so do with them what you will. So I know I gotta do this. Take these screws off, take those off. Now, we use these, because these are the adapters for the, So basically, it's these things. Make sure that the point is pointing upward. And you basically screw these in. This case has a bracket to mount the fan on. Got it. All right. So let me see my case. Hi. How are ya? How's it going? Ah, come on, damn it! I need some pliers. Unless, can I? Yeah, I got a Phillips screwdriver. Some of the things for the, like the front and back panels and stuff, some of the screws or like the bolts or whatever, they don't come off all the way. At least from what I found. So this just pop right off. So this is what you need for the making sure it's still recording. So this is what you need for the cooling system if you have the same one that I have. By the way, this is all situational. Only if you have basically the parts that I have, that's all I know. So that's why this is kind of just y'all seeing me struggle to put a PC together. And then maybe it could be a tutorial for you if you want to, but I'm here. I'm here. So the radiator goes right here. Hello? Wait, hold on. Okay. Alright, so I figured it out. So basically, this goes on top of the radiator. Like that. Just don't explain what screws to use. I'm guessing it's these. Hold on. Yeah, I'm guessing it's the small ones in here. I'm guessing here, because like I said, the tutorial guide doesn't go that much into detail. But since we're all guessing here, we're all here for the same thing. Something fell, and I don't know what it was, and I can't find it. So, fuck it. We're just gonna do it. I hate this. Okay. So that is where we need it. Let me start putting these screws. Alright. So, all the screws are on, radiators on the panel, or whatever it's called. So let's see, what else? Oh, wait, hold up. I put it upside down. Pendejo. Okay, alright. So, once you got this going, gotta get the fans on. And then I believe, yeah, the fans go like this. These, I believe, connect to the motherboard. Yeah, they connect to the motherboard, I believe. If I'm not mistaken. But, we basically... Okay, so these gotta go like this. Alright, so these are all good. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab screws and the washers. Let me just line these. Building a PC, it's like, it's exciting, but God, is it terrifying. Because, like, I don't know if I'm going to mess up, or, am I putting it the wrong way, or anything like that. Especially for me, which I have no idea what I'm doing. So, now we're going to put the motherboard into the case. I should just put it in right here. Alright, so there are 8 holes for 8 screws. Okay, it's in. Oh. Whew. Alright, so our motherboard is completely in. Alright. Now, it's time to install the cooler. Alright, so our our motherboard is in the case now.
Let's look at the real PC.
Okay, now, for this, 2, 1. So I'm guessing these go through here. I'm guessing here. Like I said, this is a guessing game. How the fuck did he do it? How did he just like push it in? Hold on. So I'm guessing that this just slides in. Oh, it actually does. Okay, well, like I said, I'll say it before and I'll say it again. I'm a pendejo. Okay. I think so far I'm doing pretty good. Let me just secure this with my screwdriver. Where is it at? This is really coming along, guys. Like, just seeing it. Like, just seeing the motherboard inside the case and the cooling fans, like, already installed. So, bam. Check it out. Bam. So, we got the fans installed already. So, now we are ready to move on to this. Just gotta rotate my thing. Alright. So do I touch this or do I? Let me see. Okay. So next we're moving on to the graphics card. Ooh. James. James is really excited. I'm giving him like live updates on my progress. Because he's been waiting for me to finally get my shit together and build this. What I got here for the graphics card is the MSI. I believe this is the... Which one is it? Yeah, this is the GTX 1660. I wanted to get the 30 series, like the 30, 60, 70, 80, and maybe even the 90. But you basically got to go through like the black market and sell like a kidney or something to find one of them and then possibly get it, you know, because that's just how it is now. But me and James went looking in the physical stores, couldn't find it, but James found this on Walmart. I believe it was like 700 or so. Alright. Ooh, look at that. Ooh. Ooh, look at that. Ooh, that's nice. Play hard, stay silent. Look at this bad boy. So we'll take this off right here. Come on. There we go. There we go. There we go. Now it's all loose. Ooh. Ooh, don't want to lose that. Okay, so that is another one. Okay, so now what you do is you, what I know, grab the graphics card, right? Pick that up a little bit. There was a safeguard. I was trying to force this piece of plastic onto it. Pendejo. Alright. Let's do this for real this time. Ooh. That was more than a click, but it is in. And it's in. Alrighty. So, now we need to put these back, I believe. So this is my PC so far. It's pretty cool, not gonna lie. Alright? But now comes the hardest part, which is connecting all the cables. All of them. Okay, the camera cut off, and it was getting, obviously dark. Well, it's like, what is it? 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm pretty sure I finally finished this. I'm sorry, you know what? If you want to see the wires and stuff, look up tutorials for the parts. Also, I found out the monitor that I have, it only connects with, like, those little, like, blue shits right there. It doesn't have an HDMI connection, which this one doesn't have any of the blue connections. Hold on, can I fix that? They don't have the stuff to plug that in. So I'm gonna try using my TV. So I'm about to turn it on. I'm also Snapchatting this, by the way. But oh, dumbass. You gotta. Ooh, something's working. Oh. Ooh, something's going. Alright. Why is nothing going on here, though? That's what I want to know. Am I getting some? Did this RAM not go in? I'll check. Oh! 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 Ah! Ah! I have done it! I have done it! Yes! Okay, alright, I gotta set this up. Okay, alright. Alright, everything is up and running. We got the fan, we got the motherboard, the graphics card's going, the RAMs are fixed, and now I just need to boot up Windows. It is. Can you see the time? Can you see that? No? Hold on. Can you see it? It's 2 in the morning. I'm sorry. Alright, well. Hold on. Hey, how's it going? I'm doing the outro like this because I don't want to set everything up again. I'm sorry, I'm really lazy. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. Thank you for joining me on this journey to build my very first PC. It was stressful. I laughed, I cried, I had fun, I stressed the hell out. But yeah, if you like this video, leave a like down below, subscribe if you're new for more content. We got some more stuff coming your way, and I'm so glad that I was able to build the PC that I have. And yeah, don't forget, new merch, Love Piece Chicken Grease. Use code SBZ300 to get 25% off your entire purchase. And yeah, other than that, we'll catch y'all on the next one. Love Piece Chicken Grease. And I got a new PC.
That look cool. Future Mike, can I have flames around me?
He's like, no, that's too much work for him.
Thanks, Future Mike.